The conflict between Israel and Iran has wreaked hefty damage in both countries and caused casualties on both sides. As the IDF pummels Iran with airstrikes, its archenemy is sending volleys of ballistic missiles towards Israel. Israeli strikes have pummeled key weapons depots in Iran, as well as manufacturing sites around the country. But did you know that Israel and Iran were once secret friends? The two countries are bitter foes today, but once shared a covert pragmatic friendship. Here's all you need to know. Before we deep dive into the time when Israel and Iran were allies, let's take a look at the ongoing hostilities. The two countries continue to throw punches at each other. Israel asserts that it has attained total dominance in the skies above Tehran. The air superiority declaration follows an aggressive campaign of strikes that Israel claims have decimated Iran's aerial defense systems. Meanwhile, Iranian ballistic missiles have hit various locations throughout Israel, ranging from the northern coastal city of Haifa and the lesser-known Arab-Israeli city of Tamra to the southern village of Zavdiel. These missile assaults from Iran have resulted in significant destruction to structures in and around key Israeli urban centers, notably including Tel Aviv. Israeli airstrikes have successfully targeted and eliminated a significant portion of the leadership and intelligence personnel within Iran's Revolutionary Guard, a paramilitary organization that functions alongside the nation's military and oversees the stockpile of ballistic missiles. In addition, Israeli operations have resulted in the deaths of several prominent nuclear scientists. So when were Israel and Iran allies, and what went wrong? Between the founding of the State of Israel in May 1948 and the return of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini to Tehran from exile in France in 1979, the interactions between Israel and Iran were marked by a complex form of collaboration. Although this cooperation was largely secretive and frequently denied, both nations regarded it as significantly beneficial to their respective national interests. David Ben-Gurion, Israel's first prime minister, pursued what was dubbed the Periphery Doctrine. The Periphery Doctrine aimed to bypass the Arab nations' steadfast dedication to eliminating the Jewish state by fostering strong partnerships with non-Arab entities in the Middle East and surrounding regions. Within the group of possible allies, Iran under Mohammad Reza Shah held a prominent position due to its numerous shared geopolitical interests with Israel. As per analyst Marta Furlan, Iran was on the receiving end of militant pan-Arabism, spearheaded from the mid-1950s to the late 1960s by Egyptian President Gamal Abdel Nasser. During that period, Iran, like Israel, held a cautious stance towards Moscow. The Soviet Union leveraged its extensive military and financial backing to bolster Arab governments, thereby extending its power and influence throughout the Middle East. These geopolitical factors were intensified by Israel's urgent requirement for energy resources, contrasted with Iran's ambition to increase its oil exports. Israel was facing a comprehensive economic embargo from Arab nations and was compelled to seek out alternative energy solutions to cater to the needs of its swiftly expanding population. In this context, non-Arab Iran emerged as the most viable choice for oil supply. The groundwork for relations in this sector was laid in the 1950s, peaking after the Six-Day War of June 1967. During this time, Israel successfully persuaded Iran to collaborate on the creation of the Eilat-Ashkelon pipeline, linking the Red Sea to the Mediterranean. The Eilat-Ashkelon pipeline served a dual purpose, allowing for the export of Iranian oil to Israel, while simultaneously providing Tehran with opportunities to penetrate the European oil markets. Consequently, this development led to a significant surge in Iran's oil sales to both Israel and Europe, which in turn substantially increased the nation's revenue. During the 1960s and the early 1970s, Tehran permitted Israel to utilize its land to provide critical military assistance to the Kurdish uprising in northern Iraq. This strategic decision aligned with the Shah's ambition to undermine Baghdad's influence and establish Iranian supremacy across the Persian Gulf region. The Shah perceived collaboration with Israel as beneficial for enhancing Tehran's reputation in Washington, while simultaneously serving as a catalyst for Iran's evolution into a contemporary, technologically sophisticated and developed nation. In the 1960s and 1970s, a Hebrew language institution was established in Tehran specifically for the children of Israeli staff stationed in Iran, and there were also consistent flight connections between Tel Aviv and Tehran. However, it all changed with the 1979 Iranian Revolution. After the 1979 revolution, the new Islamic Republic labeled the United States the Great Satan and Israel the Little Satan. For decades, Iran has considered the United States and Israel to be among the greatest threats to the Shia theocracy.